So school is back in session for kids in Scarborough. Local police department had some fun with that fact today.
Of course, officers Rob and Frank heading back to school as well, and they had their first day of school picture taken as well. The Post says, "Welcome back to school to our school resource officers, teachers, bus drivers, and students. Have a fun, and productive year." Many people in the comments said they need to remember how to smile. Well, it just kind of sums up.
Do it. I do love that one. The Fortnite one from the other day, though,
right,
still takes the cake. Yeah, that was good.
All right, well, school, of course, has started for a lot of kids around the Pine Tree State, and the rest will all begin within the next week or so if they haven't already.
Yeah, last year, a hard one. For kids, for parents, school safety was a hot-button topic. Everybody was talking about it, and as the new year gets ready to begin, or does begin, people in charge of school safety are very much in the spotlight. Al Justo has been the school resource officer at South Portland High School for 5 of his 10 years as a policeman.
How you doing? Good.
Last year was probably his most challenging due to the threats of violence at schools across the nation, as well as the actual violence in places like Parkland.
And really started to hit home more last year than before. Because I think it was high school, just a lot of kids, they saw that they looked like them, like it's a high school, and it just scared it. It got them really on edge.
Over the summer, Justo and the school's administration went back over their policies in case of emergency and feel confident they have an effective plan. One of the biggest concerns is access.
Doors are always an issue. That's the biggest point of all the entry points. Even though we have one entry, we have 41 doors. So all schools have too many doors, and you can't secure them all. Even though they're locked, people let kids in, and I try to be on top of it as much as possible.
Officer Justo is well aware that parents and kids alike can be on edge these days when it comes to safety in schools. It's a responsibility he takes extremely seriously.
You know, when I wake up and go to work, I think, I put my gun belt on and put my vest on and think like, okay, if there was a shooting today, what am I going to do? Okay, if there was 2 guys in here disorderly and I got to handle it by myself, what am I going to do? How's my back? So I always think about that, just like the math teacher might be thinking about how they're planning out their day and what tests they're going to do.
Yeah, SROs certainly had a hard year last year because even if the things weren't happening in our state, and luckily nobody was injured in our state, seeing that happen in schools and feeling for your brothers and sisters that do the same job across the country, it was just hard. So they're ready for a new, fresh slate, and hopefully incident-free would be fantastic.
Starting the year on the right note.
Yeah, absolutely.